First of Animals, and what is this? Is this the finally the director's commentary to the Everything AMV? Yes, 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 it is. I know it's been 5 months. I am so sorry. It's just D&D has been taking up most of my time. I finally have some free time before I go to Ren Fair. This is actually going to be probably uploaded the week I am at Ren Fair, so what's going to happen, as you can see, I have the glorious AMV up at the corner here, so I will be playing a little bit, I'll be talking and whatnot, and I'm just gonna go into what exactly happened behind the scenes while making this. This AMV was hell to make. Like, I'm not joking. Like, first off, we had my tablet dying. Well, not dying, but the screen did some shit. And, that halted the progress for a while. I actually had to dig through old Discord messages. I had to download the, I did a, work in progress. This video, that is popping up on screen, the Watch Me Animate, the Everything AMV. And I actually had to go through an old stream to get the last, like, couple of scenes that I needed. And then I finally moved on to my phone. And then I took a break. And when I came back, Flip-A-Clip got a new update and everything felt janky. So that stunted my motivation for a while. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue this. But then, I thought about it. I'm just like, wait a minute. I can draw the scenes in Abyss. And also think of what I'm going to be doing for that scene. Like, say, I'm going to do, like, an eye blink or a head turn or something. I'll just split up the picture into a couple of parts. So, and that's how I'm going to be doing my animations from now on, because drawing in Flip-A-Clip is just so fucking janky now. Like, and plus, I'm really used to drawing in Abyss now, because I've been doing a lot of artwork. Also, while I'm talking here, and while I'm giving commentary, I may switch over to gameplay, so it's just not just me sitting here and whatnot, but we'll see. We'll see what editing me decides. So, also, if I do switch between gameplay and whatnot, while I'm talking, gameplay would pop up on screen. But we're gonna switch over back to, the scene that I'm currently at, with the animation up in the corner and my little stills down in the corner. Anywho's, I'm gonna go through the animation bit by bit, and just say what I thought during this scene and, what my progress was. Not my progress, but how I did things. Well, how my, I guess, technique, progress, I don't know what you'll call it. But, yeah. Anyways, I will play it, and, if there's a spot that I want to pause, I'll pause it. Also, if you want to see the full animation without, like me here pausing and whatnot and talking, and probably talking over it as well, there will be a link up in the card up above now. Go check out the full animation. Yes, I know it's been 5 months. I know. Can you tell this is unscripted? I'm doing this unscripted because I thought it'd be more authentic if I didn't do a script. Anyways, enough blabber, let's finally get into it.
Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. I prayed for you.
I should have mentioned this before we started, but don't mind me singing along with the song. I absolutely love this song. Anyways, this, I should probably say and whatnot, this was actually, I wrote out how these two, how NT and my son got to get officially got together. I plan on doing the story reading sometime soon. Soon? When is soon? I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to do the director's commentary first before I did that. So, yeah. Anyways, as you can tell, this part here, yeah, so NT here and my son, you could just tell, you could probably tell throughout the animation my artwork does get better and better, because this, this creation was spanned like a year or so, maybe longer. I don't exactly remember. It took me about a fucking year to make this. I know it seems simple, but there's a lot of scenes I didn't plan out really anything. Like, I had a general idea because I was going off of a animation that I saw. It was a Little Nightmares 2 animation. I'm also gonna link that up in the card above. Spoilers for Little Nightmares 2. I know Little Nightmares 2 has been out for a couple years now, but still, I know a certain somebody. I'm looking at you, Ice. I just bit my tongue. I'm looking at you, Ice. It does have spoilers, so once you get through the game, Ice, you can go and check that out. Anyways, this was actually originally supposed to be between my OC, Vixen, and Carl. I should say Carl Heisenberg, from, Resident Evil Village. Because when I first saw the animation, I was in a, Resident Evil kick. Mostly Village and whatnot, so I'm just like, oh, this would be perfect. But as I made it and whatnot, I just lost interest because I didn't have a plan or anything. So about a couple of months go by, and then a certain somebody comes into my life. A Tabby comes into my life, and then I saw Neo Tabby's mod, and it's like, oh no. So I decided to finally make the animation about these two, and I actually planned it out. I didn't really exactly plan it out, but I had a more general idea and whatnot. How far I gotten was, I'll let the animation play again, and once we get up to that spot, I'll be like, yeah, this is where, I ended it with a Vixen and whatnot, so, cause motivation go burr! Anyways, back to the animation now.
Catch you near in hopes you chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares.
Yeah, so before I'm chasing nightmares through your pain, this scene, that's where I ended it with Vix and whatnot. So I didn't continue it from there. I just lost interest. I actually put it in a compilation of unfinished animations that I had. So I'll probably will cut in here, show that a little bit and whatnot.
You meant the world to me, my darling dear. You're never here when I'm in pain. You hide and disappear like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own.
Anywho's, without enough rambling, I rambled a lot. Expect a lot of rambling today in this video, because this animation was just, there happened a lot behind the scenes. Anywho's, I'm gonna rewind just a little bit.
You made it so.
I'm gonna rewind a little bit more.
Here we go. I'm on my own. You made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares. I used to run with you through the great big leaves.
Laugh at you when you laugh at me. If you notice in the audio, you notice that it skips a little bit. It's because I had to split the audio into two parts. Because if you notice, here, let me rewind here. If I, rewind, you can see, my very old, profile, my very old profile picture where President Mike and my son were in, and he was saying, "You look amazing, sis." It would be this piece. I'm gonna pop up button on screen. It was this piece, and that's when I still had the tablet going. This is when I had to go back to like an old stream of mine to get like these scenes here, because the work in progress, as you can see, it has blur work in progress here on screen. That's where I had to take it from the old video, like the videos like watch me animate, and then I had to go and find the stream of where I was working on, and luckily I was actually streaming up to the point where I actually knew and whatnot, and I didn't really miss out much, thank God. But it's still not as best quality as it could have been. I tried to put this whole animation into Flip-A-Clip by itself, but the animation looked very choppy, so I had to split it up. That's why the audio jumped for a little bit. It really bothered me, but I couldn't really do much. So yeah, I didn't know it would jump. If I did, I would have done it very differently. As you could tell, throughout the animation, like at the beginning here a little bit, I believe. No, actually, yeah, you could tell that I have, like, as of recently, I have drawn NT's skull a lot, like his goat skull a lot. And, I've gotten a lot better of drawing it. Like, I draw it completely different now. Actually, during the progress of this animation, I actually wanted to change how I drew his skull for a while. I'm just like, no, I'm gonna finish this first, and then I'm gonna try a different way. So I have a different way now, and I, excuse me, I love the new way. You can actually see the new look in my, like you saw the new look in my outro during the animation. In my current outro and whatnot. Because I wanted to draw it similar to, like, Tabby's skull and whatnot, but add my own style to it. Like, his horns and all that. Sorry if I keep saying whatnot. It's just unscripted and all that. So, I do like the new way, and also this hand kind of bothers me, but I'm not gonna harp on my old self too much. I was still getting used to my new style. I'm more comfortable in it now, as you can probably tell, even with the stills I have. You can tell I'm much more comfortable, and towards when we get to a certain part, I'll be like, oh yeah, I added these and whatnot. I'm talking about my Sona's ear tufts, because Maine Coon, because I'm trying to make her less wolf-like and more cat-like and all that. So anyways, let's continue. Let me get back up to the part where we were. So here. So laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the whole is. Actually, with this scene here, if you layer them on top of each other, you can actually tell that I did this on purpose. With they're layered on top of each other, my Sona's hand is actually right where NT's hand is, like perfectly. Like, I'll layer it, I'll show up on screen what I mean and whatnot, and you can actually tell, like, the quality is a lot better. This is when I actually started doing it on my phone. So yeah. Anyways, sorry, I know I played only a little bit to continue, but I wanted to just mention that. Anywho's. Hope for us because I believe the whole is just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. That animation loop took me forever to figure out. Tabby, shut the fuck. I am so sorry. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Anyways, that that was my notification sound for anyone who is new here. Yes, it is Tabby laughing. Yes, you can judge me all you want in the comments. Go ahead. I don't care. Anyways, that animation loop was, I knew it was going to be the biggest hurdle in this animation, minus all the scenes and all that. Like the animation, I actually am proud of how NT's animation turned out, but I'm a little meh with my Sona's. But that hand though, her hand, I am so proud of how that turned out and how that looked. Hold on. This right here, this actually, I did this on purpose. Like, she just hold her throat with blood coming out. Yes, her blood is orange. There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. I can't explain now. I can't explain right now because it's a spoiler for her lore, and I'm trying to keep it spoiler free because of the campaign and of the D&D campaign and whatnot. Anyways, so I saw this short with President Mike, where he uses his quirk, and he accidentally I believe bursts his vocal cords, so he just starts bleeding from the mouth. I'm just like, oh, that'll actually work for this scene here. So I did that. I wish I'd done the blood a little bit better, but again, I'm not gonna fault myself for too much because I was still getting used to drawing in my new style, how I draw bodies and whatnot. But yeah, as you can tell, she's a little more blocky than I draw now, but again, I'm not gonna fault my my old self too much. As you can see, like, the horns are not as big, not as thick. The lines and the horns are like thinner and not as thick as they are now, how I draw them now. And like with her animations and whatnot, like, they're okay. Like the bounce here and and I wish I did that a little quicker, but the bounce and whatnot, like that on its own is fine. But when we add NT here, it just looks a little bit stiff. Like, it looks a little bit slow and stiff. But when I noticed that, it was a little too late to go back and whatnot. Like, this whole part, like, how I had to do it is I had to animate them together so they would line up and whatnot. And then I had to go back frame by frame, delete one of them. Like, say I wanted to do my Sona's part, right? I had to go frame by frame, layer by layer, delete NT's layer. Not delete his layer, but like delete him out of those frames. And then I had to go back for NT's part where he's just by himself. I had to go back, delete her, and whatnot. And same with her, because I wanted everything to line up correctly. Like, especially like with the second part here. So because I didn't want them to run into each other and would work. Also, I'm very proud of how these hands turned out in this part. Like, hands are still a little, like, hands are hands and they're gonna be difficult, but I have a new way of drawing hands now, and they look a lot better. But again, like, this was early. This was a year ago. So, well, about a year ago, give or take, with like certain scenes and whatnot. And I was still getting used to drawing NT, how I wanted him to look and all that, so. Anywho's, let's continue. I just remembered, let me go to the dark moment for NT real quick. Now! Shovel bitch. I have to rewind a lot more. Here, this part, sorry. You notice that his blood is actually red because he is human. Even though he doesn't look human. He is human because cursed and whatnot. I decided to add cracks in his fingers because of his quirk. His quirk is color spray. Thank you, Ice, for helping me with his quirk, because I was originally gonna just give him a basic fire quirk, but then Ice came along and is like, "Oi, I have a good idea for him." And I'm just like, "What? Oh, I like this." So I decided his quirk malfunction would be his fingers would crack and bleed at the fingertips and whatnot, because that's where the paint comes out. And that's why he wears his gloves most of the time now. Just in case, and if he needs to use it, he'll take them off. Or when he's like doing graffiti or something, he'll wear fingerless gloves just for that. Because ever since he's been cursed, he's still not really used to his bone hands, so he just wears gloves to make up for it. So yeah. Anyways, let's continue. By the way, that head turn, sure, it's very simple, but of how I draw faces and whatnot, it was not simple at all. How I usually do it is I have the character and whatnot on a separate layer, and then I do like their face, like their eyes and their mouth in a separate layer, just in case if I want to animate them and whatnot. So for him, I had to, can't really go frame by frame here, but I remember I had to, when I did the movement, I had to make his eyes blink and then move the head. So it whatnot, so it didn't look all that, so it didn't look like his eyes were keep shifting and whatnot. So anyways. Also, Autumn, I am calling you out. You went nuts over this frame. You went absolutely nuts over this frame. I don't remember. No, this was still in Flip-A-Clip. This was still in Flip-A-Clip. Like the, I can actually go. I'm actually gonna go back and check when the first frame I did of this animation was in Abyss. It's a while back, so give me a moment. Ah, okay, I remember now. I remember now. Yeah, this was still in Flip-A-Clip, but with this scene here, I did the background in Abyss because I could do like the blur and whatnot. Blur. Anyways, but I could do like the blur and all that, and the characters and the words were in Flip-A-Clip. As you can tell, like my line work in Flip-A-Clip was very shaky. So, but like here and whatnot and all that. Also, with her wing being bandaged up, that's gonna be explained in the storytelling, the story reading that I do of what inspired this animatic. So yeah, well, not animatic, animation, but you know, AMV I should say. Here is when I actually started it in Abyss. As you can tell, like my line work is a lot better. Everything's a lot smoother and everything. Also, this part here actually is not in the story reading. It's actually a completely different thing that I have planned. I probably will explain it. There's a reason why she has dark circles under her eyes, why Mike is worried, why her eyes are kind of dull, and all that, and why she's in her hero costume. I would have added more details, but I didn't think of it, and why she's in her human form too. So, yeah, anyways. And there's a reason why NT is basically crying here and hugging her and running to her. Again, this is not going to be in the story reading. And why her also, the next scene I'll show. Also, I'm kind of mad at myself that I made her nails, like black here. It's supposed to be, like just regular colored nails. Because her furry form, her form that she's basically in most of the time, has her natural nail color is black. But this was like one of my favorite scenes to draw because it's just so cute. Anyways. Here, as you can see, her nails are not black. They're actually like a natural nail color. I'm very mad at myself that I didn't catch it until it was too late. And also, there's a reason why her eyes are purple and yellow. Like at the beginning here, her eyes are yellow because she's surprised. And then she's sad. Like, yellow is surprised, sad, shocked. Purple is sad and all that. Anyways, let me rewind and actually let the scenes play out. I don't know if anyone noticed, but here in this scene here, you see the T fades. The T fades. And it's... Why did you pause? Sorry. I know I keep rewinding, but if you want to see the full animation, I linked it and whatnot. Anyways. Like... it says you meant the world to me, but it's like you mean the world to me when the when it fades and whatnot. That's the closest I'm gonna get it. I'm sorry, but yeah, like she means the world to him, and of course he means the world to her. But this is from like this whole animation is basically from NT's point of view, and I tried to convey that to have NT as the main focus. Because I believe the story reading is from his point of view only. Like, sure, at the beginning we have Mysona's point of view, but for the most of the story that I wrote for how these two officially got together, it's told from his point of view. I wanted to convey that in the animation. I don't know if I did a good job or not. I think I did. Also, making sure I had the diamonds on the correct fingers for his gloves throughout the animation was very difficult because I was still getting used to drawing him. But now I draw him all the time. I'm just like, okay, which one? That hand? Okay. But yeah. Anywho's, let me rewind it a little bit more and let the animation play. Oh, actually, I just remembered, you could actually see it here a little bit. You could actually see I started to add the ear tufts and whatnot. I'm gonna rewind a little bit here, so don't mind me. You can't see it. Can you see it in that scene? Can you see it in that scene? Oh, wait, hold up. Let me... Oh, yeah, you can... Oh, sorry. You could actually... Let me rewind a little bit more. You can actually see it in the scene. This is actually when I added the ear tufts in the animation. I will draw it a little differently now. How, like, I would probably erase that, like, part of the ear a little bit where the tufts connects to the hair and whatnot. But I was still, like, it was still pretty new when I added it and all that. And then throughout the rest of the animation, you can see it, so... pretty sure you can see in that scene. Yeah, you can see it better in this scene. Like, you see the ear tufts and all that. I apologize for, like, the media player and whatnot, guys. It's just how I am watching the animation and making sure everything is, like... But yeah, you kind of see it. You kind of see it, blocking it and whatnot. I purposely added the hat flying away because I wanted add more motion to it. Okay, anyways, let's continue. This scene here. There's actually symbolism in the scene. So, the reason why the mic is laying down, because obviously it would stand upright, but it's just NT's always like standing guard for her while she is cowering. Well, mostly when she's on stage, but she also has that layer of protection around him with the cord and all that, like, because she is very protective over him as well. Not as much as NT's protective of her because of all the situations that happened at UA. But that's different. But as you can see, this is like the paint is a little used and all that, and I wanted to add his color scheme, Neo, because Neo Tabby and all that. Very generic, I know. But I wanted to add his colors, and then with the mic, I know it's like 2 different shades of like gray / black. But it's just like it's like a mic and whatnot. And now if I play it here, that little shine there is like she's always there to like brighten up his day and whatnot. Basically, she is his star. So, yeah. Just this scene is basically symbolism for the relationship and whatnot. Anyways, I'm gonna rewind and let the scene play out.
You were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas, oh, you meant the world to me.
And that be it, Captain. These last scenes here, I was really excited to do. Like, these last 1, 2, 3, 4 scenes, I was really excited to do, especially the kiss at the end here. Yes, she was the first one to make the first move with the kiss and whatnot. Their first ever kiss, was and all that. So, and you can see her wing is bandaged up. Like I said, that will be explained and whatnot. It looks a little off, like with perspective and all that. It was very interesting to deal with. Also, there's not really a big reason why she's in her Neo outfit here. I wanted to show her in her Neo outfit here. So, no big reason. Just wanted to show how basically just her acting like herself is basically just makes him just over the moon with heart shapes in his eyes. No, that generic, I know. But just wanted to show just how much she means to him and all that, and I really thought I showed that here. And also, if you notice throughout the animation, like the flashbacks here, she doesn't have the necklace on because that was in the first year. I think no, not the first year, but her first ever birthday they were together. If you want to know like the little bit I did, it's not completely accurate now, but I did like a gotcha thing. I'll link that in the card above as well. But yeah, I just wanted to show, like, I did that on purpose. Like, if I scroll all the way back to here, she doesn't have the necklace on. Here, and, ooh. I need to rewind a little bit. Like, if you see here, she also doesn't have the necklace. And there's a reason why she's in the UA outfit in these, like, flashback scenes and all that. But yeah. My favorite, if you're wondering what my favorite part was to animate, it was this end scene here. You meant the world to me. Just the initial shock, and then him softening. Just that. I love animating eyes. I don't know why. Just eyes. Just animating. Oh, it's just animating like faces and all that. which is it's just so great. Also, if you guys didn't notice here, her eyes do have a little animation to them. It's not much, but it's there. They just like kind of like shift downwards because unsure and all that. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there anything else. But I'm just like, as soon as I finished this, I'm just like, it felt unreal because of how long I worked on this. It was just nuts. And with like all the technical difficulties I had to deal with my tablet screen dying, just my motivation dead in the water after the Flip-a-Clip update and everything. But I'm glad that I was able to figure out a solution and to continue onward. It felt great. I wish I was able to like make it like this beginning part was just like I know the beginning part was you're supposed to like catch people at the beginning with it, but I know it was out of my control. I did what I could. The scene that was giving me the most trouble, I'm trying to remember. I think the scene that gave me the most trouble was either this scene or this scene. Also, speaking of which, this, I know you can see her mouth or her wing, but I wanted to show that the emotion and whatnot, and her wing would cover her mouth. I just wanted to show that, so I basically just kind of erased part of her mouth and then like made it see-through. So it was just me. It's an artistic thing. I wanted to show it. And as the animation kind of progresses, you can see how like differently I started drawing her, how better I got drawing her as well. Also, drawing her old hairs, like her first ever hairstyle was a pain in the ass, but it's canon, so I had to draw that. Like drawing like scenes like from, like not this scene, but also I wish I did the eyes differently in this scene, but I thought basically like it was supposed to be a little bit of blue there, but it just didn't come out right. I didn't figure out how her emotions, like how her eyes changed and whatnot, but as you can see, actually you can actually see it mostly in the scene, like her eyes do like they slowly like fade in either from like the pupil or from the outside of the iris. I think another scene with great who shows that is this scene, yes. You can see a little bit of green around her iris. That's because she is unsure. So because green means like very confused or unsure about something. And of course, it's very awkward here because, you can probably tell, like, previous scenes and all that, like here, they had an argument and all that, especially at the beginning here, like, it's like an argument. I'm just very I'm very glad I was able to finish this and everything, and I'm glad that y'all liked it so much. I'm just glad that y'all liked it. I was worried that all my hard work would not, kind of go to waste, but all of you liked it, which I'm very thankful for. Now that the director's commentary is finally out, when the story reading is gonna be out, I don't know, because I still have to record it. I'm gonna ask Ice to record NT's lines because he voices NT, as you all know. I'm very thankful for him for sorry to take a drink there. I'm very thankful that he's willing to voice NT for me, even though he gives me crap about sipping for him, but he is very willing to record, well, not record, but like of course record, but willing to voice him, especially in the D&D campaign. I know it's difficult to just do a one-on-one campaign, and I'm thankful he's willing to do it. It's just sometimes I'm just like, eh. It just is hard for him. But yeah. Anywho's, yeah, if you guys have any questions about the animation, I will answer them, of course. Story-related questions, just wait. Just wait until the story reading is out. I have no idea when that is going to be out. My time is mostly focused on editing Battle of the Champions, but as of recently, we weren't able to record episodes. That's why I'm recording this. I thought I'm not gonna have a video out this week, but hopefully I'll have something. Hopefully the story reading will be out soon. It won't take long to edit. Basically, I'm just gonna have like gameplay in the background, the voiceover, and then I have to ask Ice for his lines. How many lines are there? I don't know, but we'll see. And especially, brain just just short circuited there. Sorry. I'm gonna try to make difference between the narration and when my Sona speaks, because she basically just has my voice because for Sona and whatnot. I'm gonna try to make a difference in all that. I'm gonna try my best. Yeah. I need to end this before I start rambling and all that. But yeah, thank you for watching. I apologize for the wait on this. I know I said it's going to be like in the video. I said at the beginning of the initial animation is going to be out relatively soon. My focus was mostly on Battle of the Champions, as I said. Hopefully the story reading will be out. It will not take as long. It won't be almost half a year before it gets released. Hopefully, maybe. But Ice is going to college soon. Basically after Ren Fair, he's basically going to college. So you still have Battle of the Champions and whatnot, but and all that. It's just his schedule is going to be even more crazy than normal. So I will just have to wait on him for the voice lines. That's why that reminds me. That's why I teased a comic reading. That's why it's not out. I finished it back in April. Was it April? I believe. Editing me just fact check me and whatnot. What was I saying? Right. That's why the comic reading I said is not out yet, because one, I actually forgot about it because I was mostly focused on other stuff, mostly personal piece, artwork and whatnot, other pieces, and then Ballad of Champions, and then a whole bunch of other shit and whatnot. So hopefully that will be out soon. I did record my lines, but I went back and listened to them, and they were not good. Not good at all. So I have to re-record my lines. So who knows when that comic reading will be out. Anyways, I think that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this little different video that I did, because I usually don't do this for my animations, because this is actually the first time I'm doing this, because this animation was a special case because it's, of all the, chaos that happened behind the scenes while making it. Yeah, I'm just glad it's finally out. Sure, it's, posted, 5 months ago, but still, I'm glad that it's out. I'm glad y'all enjoy it. Hopefully I'll be able to get the story reading out for you guys, so you could actually get the full context. And with, certain scenes, say, a certain scene comes up, say, for what's on screen right now, the kiss scene and whatnot, I'll actually flash up the scene on screen, so you can be like, oh, that's where that's from. So, and have the little animation with it as well. Probably what I'll do, if there's animation, I will just remove, I'll go back, copy the animation, and, copy the animation, go to that part, Just have that part, remove the words and all that and everything. I don't know what I'll do. We'll see when we get there. But anyways, I blabbered on long enough. This recording is almost an hour long. So I will cut it here. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think of this type of video. I haven't really done anything like this before, so let me know what you thought. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing similar videos like this in the future, because I haven't done animations since the I believe since the AMV. I'm gonna fact check myself real quick, because I've been mostly focused on, like I said, the Ballad Champions. Yeah, the last animation that I have done is the Everything AMV. That's the last animation I've done, and it's been 5 months. So yeah, I really like. There's so many animation projects I wanted to do, but I have like like artwork pieces that I want to do first. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. Anyways, guys, I've talked long enough, and I will let you know. Let me know. We'll see what happens in the future. So yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Well, of course, I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Bye, my furry stuffed animals.